Got to count. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Simply Together show and a happy new year. It's the 7th of January already. We've only had a week off, haven't we, Nico? Just 1 week? It feels like we've been off for ages.
I know. That's why when I saw the link come through, I'm like, yeah, it's time.
Yes. We're back to normality, aren't we?
I know. And it just, all of a sudden, you're back to normal and you just have to get on with it. So,
it's true.
It's a bit sunny out there. I've been out today. I've been to the shops and I've had my car washed. It's chilly, cold, freezing. It's not warm.
Too bad.
It's not warm. Well, I don't know about not too bad. It's not too good. I don't know about not too bad.
North, it's good. It's good.
Yes. Okay. So if you're from up north, where you would walk around in a t-shirt in this weather, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. No, not now. I'm too old. But yes,
we're from down south.
I was about to ask that question. Are you from up north? Because I don't know about not too bad about this weather.
Yes, them northerners that go on a night out with no coat.
It is. I've seen it happen many a time. Definitely.
No, that's not us. That's not us. Down south, we don't do that. We've got coat, we've got scarf, we've got all of it. So today, we have got the lovely Deborah on, who's going to be telling us about sewing and such like. So just before we get to you, how are you doing, Nikkei? Now you're back to the real world.
Back to the real world. I had to scrape my car this morning, so I'm still getting over the fact that Deborah's saying it's not that bad. But,
she's from up north. It's all right.
I know. It's all good.
Are we going to get some snow? Some more snow?
No, we've had the snow.
No, I'm sure it's that we're getting more snow.
There's no more snow coming this week.
Was you in that snow? I was driving in that snow on Saturday night.
We got Cecile. We were
hibernating.
I'd gone to a gig, and even though I knew it was going to snow, I come outside and it was snowing, and I had to get from Milton Keynes to home, and it was not nice. It was not nice. You know when you start off in the outside lane and then you can't see the line, so you then get to the next one. You can't see the line, so then you're in the middle.
Oh, it's not good.
That's what it was like. That's what it was like.
Oh, they've had over a foot of snow at home.
Yeah.
And up north, they've had a lot, and it's taken a lot of move, and it's been really everything's ground to a halt. So it's not been good.
When my daughter went to uni in Leeds, that's up north, isn't it? That's up.
Yes, I went to that uni. Yeah.
She was in a 2-story house and then a basement. So her bedroom was the basement bedroom, bathroom, everything lovely, until it snowed, and all she could see was all this snow in this one little window. And she rang me saying, "I'm going to get snowed in. I can't see out the window."
I can't see out of a window. Bless. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Can I just apologise, girls? We're in live class now, so we've got all of our ladies behind it. Don't worry, it's fine.
It's fine.
People, it says people's coming in, and we've got everybody behind us here. So bear with us, girls. Bear with us.
Turn it around. Let's have a quick look at them.
Everyone, say hello.
Hello! Look at those ladies.
Oh my God! They're more interesting things than I am.
Oh, lovely. So let's go over to you, Deb. Tell us about you. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the people you've got with you there. And then you can tell us what you're doing.
Fabulous. Well, I'm Deborah. I've been running a company in Houghton Regis, Dunstable, Luton for about 5.5 years now. We do sewing groups. It initially started off as sewing groups. We started off with little classes, but it's so much more than that now. It's so much more than that now. We're an environmentally friendly company. We upcycle, we repurpose. We are a safe space, and we believe this is all about well-being. It's got so much to do with well-being. It's about everybody coming in and sitting down with somebody, having somebody to sit and talk to, and to put the worlds to rights. And if they're not feeling very well, having someone to tell that they don't feel very well, and to run things by. And of course, we do a lot of charity work. We do a lot of we're a creative organisation. So not only we do beginners, intermediate, and advanced sewing classes. We do creative textiles. We do art classes. We do all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's quite a nice group. It's quite a nice group. We've got about 65 sewers with us.
Oh, wow.
All the time. So we run during the week, Monday to Thursday, nighttime and daytime classes. And yes, it's good. And we've had new things happening from January.
Okay, so before you tell us about the new things, okay, who are the two people you've got there with you?
This person here, this is my husband. This is Gary.
Both I don't already know that.
You know who this is. This is Gary, my husband. Gary's an artist. Gary does sort of, what would you say? Marvel sort of comic artist.
Oh, okay.
So sort of, yes, he does comic art, but he's an artist as well, and he's a full-time artist. And this is Evelina, and she works for Peabody Housing Association, and this is sort of talking about now. And Evelina has literally backed us to do a couple of new classes that start in January, which are accessible for everybody because Peabody Housing's paid for the classes to do it. So, which is brilliant, because this has always been we want to make it accessible for everybody. So we've got one class starting, so we can take people through the sewing as we normally do, teach somebody to use the machine, but we're also looking at the business aspect of this. So we're looking at people who maybe would like to set up a small business and would like to sew to do that. So we're looking at the business side of things and how to set up a small business and to make some stock and just to show people how fabulous they are and what they can do with the skills that they've got at home, because not everybody can go out to work. People's got families. Everything's just so expensive at the moment. People can't afford to go out and to work full time, put their children into childcare. So we're looking at an option to teach people skills so that they can work in the house and have that home time around them and things like this. We look at it, as we always do, we look at how to upcycle. So I'm a firm believer in make, do and mend, reuse things, how to alter things, how to repair garments, how to do things. So I think that's empowering. Because they're not we are a disposable society, and that can't go on forever. As a world, we can't go on as a disposable society. So we need to go back to where our grandparents were and our mothers, and we need to be able to use a sewing machine. We need to be able to repair garments, stitch buttons on, all different kinds of that. So we put basic skills out there as well. So we've got quite a lot going on with the sewing side of things. I'll tell you briefly what Gary's doing, then everyone can. We looked at this, and we had a lot of men that were very isolated since COVID, and there wasn't a lot in our area that let men get together and put the worlds to rights, and just to talk about how they were feeling while doing something that brought them together as a group.
Yeah.
So Gary starting from this Thursday, we've started a men's wellbeing group here that is literally opening for any gentleman who love art. It doesn't matter what kind of art you want to do. It's more about community. So literally, we'll be doing little pop-up workshops within the men's groups that's there. But if any of the gentlemen want to come along and they want to say, we've got a guy who loves to make Airfix models.
Yeah.
And he's going to bring his Airfix models along and he's going to sit with the other ones and he's going to do his models and he's going to do, but we've got structured workshops as well. So it's good. It's a warm space, which at this moment in time, as you've just both said, it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
A lot of our people can't afford to heat the house, so they can come along with us. They can get a bowl of soup and a bun, or they can have a cup of tea and they can have a biscuit and they can sit and they can have a chat and they can run it by, and it's just about old-fashioned community, and that's how we're working. And we couldn't have done these two new things without
Peabody. Yes.
Oh, is it my turn then? Hi guys. So
hi, how you doing?
I'm Evelina and I'm Economic Inclusion Lead for North Counties and I work for Peabody. So what this means basically is that I support local people in our communities get jobs and training through partnerships and projects. So anything that I do is related to all these things. So when I had a chat with Deborah, I was like, oh, wow, this is brilliant. And why I thought this is because we know that a lot of people are thinking that for them to get a job or to start a business, they need a CV or they need a business plan. In fact, we all know it's much deeper than that, because if you don't have the confidence, if you haven't done the internal work, then regardless of, you might have the best CV, you might have the best business plan, but that won't get you the job or it won't get you started. So we thought, so how can we get people to start working on themselves, but at the same time gain some skills that will help them, because all the skills that they're teaching, they are definitely skills that help for people's lives. They help their confidence. They also help basically for them to feel bonded and to feel that they belong to something that is bigger than them, which is so important to be part of a community nowadays. We know that the people that live the longest are part of a community. It's not it's not only about the exercise. We know exercise is helpful, food is helpful, but if you're not part of something and if you don't feel you have purpose and you feel connected to other people, then the rest is not so powerful. So I think what these two guys do is absolutely amazing, and it's giving a lot of people a start, first step. That usually the first step is the most difficult step. You just that leap of faith, and then having the courage. So they provide the courage to people. The stories I've heard of people that they supported with art or with sewing or anything like that, it's amazing, because people come, for example, confused, anxious, stressed, not knowing where to start, and they help them find the direction, but it's not them giving them the direction, they guide them to find the direction with it. And that's why I love their work so much, and that's why we decided to be part of what these guys are doing in the community, because they do it with their hearts, and you can see it in their eyes, both of their eyes. It's amazing. Every time I come, I get so excited when I'm here. It's like I want to hear more and I want to see more, and I think parts of our job is to make sure that there is more things like that happening in our communities, where people feel supported and they feel they can do something with their lives. So I think I'm blessed to be part of what's happening here, and I'm so looking forward to hear about all the success stories of the people that have been through the courses, because as I said, it's not just the sewing, it's not just the art, it's about the well-being of the people, it's about the purpose, the community, and then as a result, either jobs or business starts will happen. So thank you so much, guys.
Wonderful, brilliant.
I've got a question. I've got a couple of questions actually. So the first question is for Deb. What kind of age group are you getting for people coming into sewing? Because you mentioned about us being a disposable society, which drives me crazy as it is.
We at currently with the sewers and the people who we've got into class, the youngest person we've got in class at the moment is 12, and the oldest person in class. Bear with me, Pat.
She's shaking life now.
I'm good. Come around the back. Come around the back. Right. This one. Run quickly, you arrive. Run like the wind. Run like the wind.
No, she might fall over. Hello.
Right. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Oh, right. Okay.
The girls are asking, sorry, how to be tactful with this. How old is the oldest person in the class, in our classes?
Well, it was me. Until I spoke to the little lady in the cafe.
Yes. Can you remember how she's 93? 93?
Wow,
93.
I love it.
No,
Oh my gosh.
Pat's not 93.
Pat's not 93. The lady in the cafe is 93.
Pat's 76.
Pat's 76. So Pat's 76, but we have got a lady, and she comes in and she's wonderful, and she's all our girls are. So we've got a real broad spectrum, and what we were hoping we would do is with regard to the classes as well. To say everyone's arriving as we're speaking, to literally open it up. We hope for the men's group as well that we would, that maybe dads and sons would like to come along.
Yeah.
And we've literally just said we have a it's been such a positive feedback because of the fact that it's accessible to everyone, because it's subsidized by Peabody, so anybody can come along and do it. We've had such a positive response to it. But then we've had girls, and we've just been saying about the art classes, we've had girls coming along saying, well, really, we could do with it not just being a man's group. We need an art group for young girls. So it's really picking up. It's really picking up.
Oh, that's interesting. So, can I just ask you? I don't know who this would be for, maybe you, Debs, or Evelina. Do you get referrals from the job centre as well?
Yes, we actually do. We do. We get referrals from the job centre, and we've also had referrals from. We just look at our job centre lady who's with us now as we speak. Yes, so we've got but we've also got started from. We've had a lot of referrals from Central Bedfordshire Council because a lot of younger people struggled during COVID and lost confidence with regard to school. Do you know what? They lost confidence in themselves because everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Cecile, we've known each other for a while because, well, we all have, and purely during COVID, this is where we met, and so we've got a lot of younger people who have come in, and Central Bedfordshire refer to us now as well. So we've got a lot of people who are coming in from Central Bedfordshire Council who need to be here. With Peabody at the moment, it's a ratio. We wanted to get in with the residents that were around here because it's quite a. We've got a beautiful multicultural area. It's so rich with culture. It's so rich with culture, and I think that there's nothing. It's about most of our people that's around us. Culture and family are important to them, as it is to us. It's huge, and we want them to come in and be part of this little family that's here as well, because then we can help everybody out, and it's about having a nice, just some nice space and not feeling lonely. You know?
Yeah.
Because we all know how that feels, and it's just doesn't
exactly.
Really
Exactly.
Come along and literally. So if anybody wants to come along and do any of the subsidised courses by Peabody, they are give us a shout. I mean, we'd love to hear from you. Come and any men who want to just come get out of the cold. Come and turn the television off. Come and see us. Have 2 or 3 hours with us once a week, and just enjoy. We sat last night. We had about 23, 24 people in here last night, and you could hear a pin drop because everyone was doing hand sewing.
Right. Okay.
It was community because everyone was with each other. Everyone was drinking tea, eating biscuits, doing hand sewing, asking how everybody's Christmas went, hearing about everybody's family, showing photographs of everyone's family. It's how it should be.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
One of the things that you said was about getting back to our parents, to our grandparents. My mum had a Singer sewing machine from when I was little. I don't know why it bypassed me. It literally bypassed me. I can't sew to save my life. I could do a button.
That's
maybe a hole, but that's about it. She used to make. She had a sewing machine. I've still got her scissors, her dressmaking scissors, as she used to call them. She used to make her clothes. She used to work for Skefco many moons ago. She would make the clothes for the ladies. You know, it was always there, and she'd always be doing that.
It's in you, Cecile. It's in you.
It's not in me. It's in my blood.
If you hold the scissors and feel it, you'll feel it. You can feel that. You can feel that grounding. It's running through you. It's running through your ancestors. When it's there.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Do you find? Do you think?
Maybe.
Do you think that the way like needlework and patchwork is portrayed in schools will kind of put girls off it? Because the reason why I asked that question, because I'm a bit like you said, I'm not really good at sewing, but my husband can. So the very first time I ever lost weight, he altered all my clothes for me, took them up,
he's the keeper.
Them in,
he's a keeper.
Wow.
That's
yeah, don't worry, he's changed now. He's forgotten those skills now. Every now and again, I think they'll need to remind him. But the reason that made me ask that question is because I'm very curious. I know that obviously we're all what's the word, influenced, so to speak, by the medium and stuff, and the cheap throwaway stuff that you get from the likes of Hermione and ASOS and all of that malarkey. But also I find that
there are other things that you can buy and throw away, not just those name brands.
I know, but we're talking about sewing. It's because we're talking about sewing. I mean, don't get me started on fridges. That's my bugbear. But I just feel that it's the way it's presented in school sometimes, because I feel that even though we're in the modern era, they still try to put people in boxes. Oh, you're a girl, come and learn sewing. And, there might be boys that are interested in sewing, just like you had the experience with the young girl that wanted the Alex class.
Absolutely true. And we are not, this is not in any shape or form a women's group. It is a group to anyone who wants to come. We've had men who have been in the classes for years. We've had some good sewers, some good male dressmakers with us, some great male quilters with us. Absolutely brilliant. So anybody can come and sew. We've had youngsters. We had a young lad who came to sew with us, and the only reason he stopped sewing is because he went away to university. And what we do is, he was exceptional. His designs were brilliant. His dressmaking was brilliant. Any of the fashion things he did was superb, absolutely superb. And it's not a gender thing to sew. It's not a gender thing. And one of my huge influences as a child and even now was John Lennon. I love John Lennon. John Lennon was superb on the sewing machine. He used to
really?
I didn't know that. Absolutely amazing. You'd be surprised. And I mean, even no matter what, using textiles, using fibers. I mean, we've got great knitters in here. We've got great crochet. We look at crocheting. We look at knitting and everything as well. And I mean, look at Tom Daly, the swimmer.
Doesn't it?
I just think that at this moment in time, nothing needs to be put in a box. Nobody, exactly as you said, we are here for anybody who wants to try. If anyone wants to come and do the art classes, come and do the art classes. Do the art classes with us. If anyone wants to come and do the sewing classes, it doesn't matter whoever it is. If you've got a dad and a son and they want to come along, they'll be welcome with open arms. It'll be, yes. You know?
Yeah, Shelley's just come online and she said sewing can be seen as an old thing. I grew up with my mum sewing, and my auntie was hugely into sewing and a teacher at Denby Girls. So as I said, my mum was sewing. She always did the sewing. Or even as we got older, and even when I was an adult, she was still doing her sewing, but she also did knitting.
Yes.
Wasn't very good at crocheting, but she did those. But those things now, specifically the knitting and the crocheting, that has just bloomed, doesn't it?
Everything's huge. And you know what it is as well? It's about quality. It's about quality. You were saying about the fast disposable fashion that we're using at the moment, and it is. I mean, it is. We can't take this away, because I know that with regard to fast fashion, a mother can go and buy a school uniform for their child from Asda, and it's affordable. It's affordable, and it's true. When we were younger, it wasn't. Everything was expensive, and you know, and so fast fashion, yes, we have to at some point go, right, okay, we do need to use these, but at some point as well, we've got to look at quality, and we've got to look at the absolute beauty and the work that goes into the things that's being made. We've got to do this. It's about buying something and cherishing it and looking after it. And it's so important. It's so important, you know. It really, really is. So
another person with a sewing machine.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Yes.
Singing sewing machines were a huge part. My mum, my grandmother, my great grandmother all had the sewing machines, and Singer sewing machines were made to last, and we did.
They were.
I tell all my sewing ladies and gentlemen and things about my mum's sewing machine. Years ago, my mum had an old Singer that was her grandma's, with a little handle at the side, and she used to do this piece with a little handle, and literally she loved it, and she upgraded it, and she got another Singer, and that lasted her for ages. And she used to put it in the loft, just inside the loft.
Yeah.
She used to bring it down, put on the table, which a lot of people remember, the table doing it. And I remember me dad. My mum kept saying to my dad, "Can you get my sewing machine down? I've got some things I need to do." And my dad was saying, "Yes, yes," and he was doing his bits and pieces. So my mum went upstairs with a broom and opened that lock hatch with a broom and tried to. It's as bad as it gets. Unhook the sewing machine from the thing. My dad, oblivious to it all. The sewing machine dropped out of the loft hatch and landed on the landing, bumped all the way down the stairs, to the bottom of the stairs, where my mum picked it up, put it on the table, plugged it in, and made all the clothes.
That's nice sewing.
So that's it. So that's it.
I can exhale now.
I thought you was going to say that fell on her head.
That's why I was holding my breath.
And my dad would have got the blame for not getting it out the loft when she
But the thing is look how that was made, because if you go and get one of the plastically made ones now, out of the loft, 2 down the stairs, and then that'd be broken.
It would have been gone. You'd have been picking pieces.
Exactly.
But that, the plasticky ones aren't all bad at the moment, and they have made it more accessible for people to go and to do. But I need to say as well that we have class sewing machines here. We have class industrial sewing machines. We have overlocker machines. We have knitting machines. We've got everything, haven't we? We've got everything here. So if anybody wants to do this and thinks, I can't do it because I haven't got a machine, yes, you can. Come and see us. Come and see us.
Yes.
To start, we will support you with anything that you want to do, you know. And we will support any kids that's doing textiles at school and need a hand with doing things. And if you need a help, come and find us, because that's what we are.
Wow. Before you disappear, can Gary just tell us a little bit about what he's going to be doing in his art group, in the men's group?
Well, I've always liked drawing, as you know, so I'd like to introduce whoever comes along to maybe some comic art that they may not have tried. I know a couple of people like it, so I've printed out some like a section, like comic strip boxes on the plain paper for them for them to try their own comic strip sort of thing.
The bits and pieces we've got, they're gonna look at watercolors. We've got with watercolors and acrylics. We've got a lot of all sorts of bits and pieces. The people that's coming in, we've got one gent who writes his own books and wants to look at illustrations. So we're going to look. They're going to look at illustration. We're going to look at. There's a lot going on, isn't there? Yeah. There's a lot going on, and it's been beautiful because within a group like this, we've asked everybody to bring in what they are passionate about, and that's the key word here. It's about what they're passionate at, because once everybody else sees what it does, it triggers the response to want to try and find something else, and it's a start of a journey. So the groups at this moment in time are very fluid with regard to we are going to see. So as I say, Gary's starting off with the cartoon strips and bits and pieces, but we're going to take it and we're going to see what everybody wants to do. Just to take it from there. It's an adventure. Come and have an adventure with us.
It's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to show you something because I'm an artist.
Oh, she's going to show something.
While she's showing us something there, you're making me want another day in the week. So I'm thinking, where can I
see this?
Nice.
Love it.
Very nice.
That's nice.
That was a sip and paint. It was a sip and paint. That is not something I can recreate without having a few drinks. That was an afternoon that we did. Dee was there as well.
Brilliant.
And we had a few drinks, and this lady literally talked us through every single step.
Perfect.
I can't even draw a stick man, but I managed to do this with a drink.
It's beautiful. We love it. You've got to come and do the classes with us. We do with us, Cecile. You do our quizzes. So you've got to do
When are we going to get another quiz?
We've just said that we've literally put one in. What we've done is we've been given the opportunity to support some people through their GCSEs, and we're going to do another quiz. We're looking towards February, and the proceeds for the quiz will pay for the exams for the people to do their GCSEs. That's where we're heading. So that's
fantastic.
I will be on. We need Team Cecile again.
Oh wow! Let us know the days.
We've got a team. We'll be there.
And I was telling everybody last night as well. They take no prisoners. Nobody takes any prisoners. It's serious, isn't it? When everyone gets in there and gets that quiz, it's serious. It's serious.
It's serious. It is serious. It's very good.
We'll keep you updated about the quiz, but as I say, that's in the pipeline for February.
Wonderful, wonderful. Right, so we will be sharing this info on our pages.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to keep in touch. I will keep in touch because I want, as you know, I'm a therapist, so I want to kind of get involved with things that are happening in the community. Really would like to kind of tap into the men's group because sometimes they're the hardest ones to get hold of.
Where it's going, I think it's so important, and come and get a lovely bit of soup and a nice bun and come and sit and just talk about and tell us everything. Tell us what sparks your passion for art. So you're more than welcome to join.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to let you get back to your group because we can hear them.
I must turn around and let everybody say bye to you because can everyone say bye to give a big bye, everyone.
Bye.
Everyone's raring to go.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful.
But thank you ever so much for having us. It's been an absolute joy as always.
You're welcome. You are welcome. And when you've got other things to just let us know and we'll get you back on.
We will do.
Okay?
Lots of love. Thank
you. Yes, indeed. Bye. Bye.
Oh, God. God, I love them, haven't you?
I know. It's making me want to sew.
It's not making me want to sew.
Really? Oh no, I do like the idea. I just can't do it. I don't have the patience. I'm trying to muster patience to get back to reading my books again. So, but yeah.
Everybody does something differently, don't they? So and like I said, when I talk about my mum and her sewing, it just fills me with a lot of joy, because I remember it from years. You know, she used to be on the floor pinning patterns and cutting around them with these scissors that we're not allowed to touch. I remember that. Do not touch my scissors.
Don't touch my scissors, because you go and cut paper with it and make them blunt.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what she used to say. So I remember all of that, and that just brings a lot of joy. It's never been a passion for me. I don't know why, but my brother can do bits. Remy used to do a little bit as well. So yeah, but there's others out there who can do that, and they love their sewing. So that's
probably wonderful. If I was going to do anything on the list, that would be knitting, because I can knit.
Yeah,
but
I can knit, but even then, it will be knit one, drop one, knit one, drop. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? You're making a jumper and then there's some holes in it. Not out of design. It's because I've dropped the stitches. So that's not for me. It's not for me. Anyway, we are in a new year. So whoever is watching, please share all of our information with your friends. If you want to come on and tell us about what you're doing, let us know. We'd love to have you on. Whatever it is, I'll be wary now with what I say. There's no topic that is off the table. We might have to censor some because it's daytime, but we are up for any discussion, anybody. Whatever's going on in your area, in your community, it doesn't have to be Luton. Wherever you are, just let us know and we'll have you on. Anything else you want to share? What are you doing this year, this beginning of the year, Nico?
Oh, I wasn't sure you were talking to me there. I thought you were closing with a question.
Have you made your resolutions, or are you just going with other things? What are you doing?
I made some resolutions, in the sense some of the habits that I've been trying to get rid of. But I don't know, I had a good little think in the middle of last year, just, because it was my milestone birthday last year. So it kind of got me into a reflective kind of mood. And I was very curious as to why I don't complete certain things. It's like I'll be gung-ho and I'll be like, yes. And then all of a sudden I've gone on to something else. And so I've decided I want to kind of nail down some of my habits, but I want the habits to be useful habits. So obviously there's always going to be the health and wellness journey there. I'm striving to lose some weight still. I want to get back into reading, and obviously we started that decluttering journey last year after going on that thing. So I want to continue with that. Yeah. So I set myself a challenge. I saw a challenge out there online that's called, I didn't go for the hard one. There's a 75 hard, which is hard, and it is deliberately designed to be hard. Because it's a hard reset. But by the same token, because one of the parameters in there is that if you miss a day, you have to go back to the beginning again, I had to be a little bit self-aware, because obviously there's certain things that I'm not willing to trade off for it. So I just thought that I was going to do that. And then I found a soft version, which I tailored. And so I'm going to be doing that. And for 75 days, it's going to improve the habits. I did take on one there to do 25 to 30 minutes decluttering every day, which is something I used to do a little bit of in lockdown. Just like, it wasn't that long and it wasn't that focused. It was like 10-15 minutes, but it was very helpful. So I'm going to do
Wonderful.
That.
Good.
So I think you should come and join.
Yeah, I know. I did see your message. I'm thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it.
The reason why I went for the soft version as well, because I was inspired by a lady that I just happened to, I got a really good vibe off her. And so she did the 75 soft, but she did it in its purity, but then she added bits to it. And I just thought, oh, how come I didn't think of that? Because if you give me a recipe for food, I'm going to alter it, because I'm not going out shopping for new spices or anything like that. But when it came to that challenge, because I'd been seeing it, and I just thought, oh, that's a bit strange. So I thought, oh, I will do that. So so I've got a couple of people together, and so we've got the core modules, and I think it's just about defining what you need.
Yeah. And have it, like you said, about tweaking it so that it actually suits your needs as opposed to somebody else's as well.
Yes.
So the things that you want to do.
Yeah. So a friend of mine that's doing it with me, she made me laugh. She said, oh, she's going to take the cleaning option. So I nearly fell off my seat. I said, what are you cleaning? Right. So if you go to a house, it's immaculate. It's like,
right, okay.
It looks like a show house. I'm like, what are you cleaning? That's not going to challenge you. And she was laughing. She said, oh, look, you don't see the half of it. But that's the point, isn't it? That's their thing. I mean, I'm nowhere near that. I would like my house to be clean and to be tidy and to develop habits that mean that I do that beyond what I learned when I was younger, because obviously I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
whatever you're doing, whatever anybody is doing, you know, it's a new year, and I just think don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Life isn't easy, so you have to take the time to do things. And if you need to restart something or something doesn't go quite right, don't beat yourself up about it. You can start again. You know, it's not the end of the world. So we're back.
What about you, Cecile? What about you? You haven't said what you're going to be doing.
I don't know if I'm doing anything yet.
You tried to slide it away from that one, didn't you?
Am I doing the 75 thing? I don't know. No, all I know.
No, not that particularly, but you might have other things that you want to do, or things that you want to consolidate, or you might just want to just be. It's nothing wrong with just being, which kind of links in with what you're saying.
I'm still on the declutter. I want to do some more of that this year, but also this year is my big birthday year. So, you know, 21 again. So there's things that I want to go and do. You know, I want to do lots of different things. Yeah. So I kind of want to get my head into those things as well. So we'll see. I don't want to put the pressure on. That's what I don't want to do. Don't want to do the pressure on. I want to do things, get them done in the time that I can do them in, and then be pleased that I've actually done that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I didn't wash my car, but I took my car to be washed. I've been saying that for about 2 months now. And even I think it was my brother the other day got in my car and said, it's a bit dusty in here. It doesn't normally look like this. And I just thought I need to go and do that. So it's about getting up and doing the things that you want to do and the things you need to do. So I'm not putting a huge lot of pressure, because I want to sail through this big year, because it's a big year. It's a big year for me. So
it's a big year for you.
It is a big year. I'm not even going to tell you how old I'm going to be.
Well, I'm sure you're not older than me, so don't worry.
No, I'm not older than you. I think I'm a year behind you. I'm just a year behind you. So Thursday, before we go, we've got our community Zoom. So have a look on our Facebook page. You just register. It doesn't cost you anything. Just come and chat. You know, we have people who are there that are quite regular. We have people dropping in, never been there before.
Yeah, I tend to drop in, yeah.
It's a safe space. It's a safe space to come and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, it's, if you've got any worries, come and talk to us. Anything good going on, come and share with us. Starts at 7, finishes at 9-ish. We try to keep it to 7 to 9, but if you're in the flow, then we will carry on. You know, because sometimes you need to have that space. So yes, come and talk to us. And like I said, let us know what you've got going on, and we'll get you on the show. And that's us.
Indeed. Wow, so we've had our first show of 2025.
I know, look at that.
I know.
First show of many.
I was looking forward to it, to be honest.
It's nice to be back,
so, yeah.
even though we was actually literally only off for a week. It's nice to be back.
I know. It's amazing how quickly the time flies.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, we will see you all next week. Same time, same place. Have a good week. See ya.
Bye. Bye-bye.
I've got to end.